Dear students, welcome to Standard 4 English, the Seed of Truth, 4th class. In the last class, we saw the story of a poor farmer's son, Pingala. Now listen to the today's sessions. Look at the picture. Here we can see King is standing close to Pingala. He is asking some questions to Pingala. What will be their talk? All the children having well grown plants. But Pingala is holding only an empty pot. Now we can see what is their discussion. Empty pot. At the end of the line stood Pingala. When King reached him, he stopped. Why did you come with an empty pot, my child? Did your seed not grow into a plant? Empty pot. At the end of the line stood Pingala. We saw that there is a long line formed with children holding well grown plants, and all the plants have lovely flowers. But here, Pingala doesn't have a plant, so he is really very sad. He stood at the end of the line. The king walked near to all the children and finally reached near Pingala. At the end of the line stood Pingala. When king reached him, king walked and reached Pingala. King stopped. Then the king asked, "Why did you come with an empty pot, my child? My child, why did you come with an empty pot? Did your seed not grow into a plant? Why did you come with an empty pot? What is the reason? Why did your seed not grow into a plant? All other children having well grown plants. Then what happened to you? Why did your seed not grow? What is the reason? What happened to you?" So Pingala became sad, and what will be his response? Look at this picture. Pingala is knelt before the king. He is asking forgiveness for the king because his seed did not grow. So he asked for king's forgiveness. A smile. Pingala held his head down and said, "Forgive me, Your Highness. I tried my best to grow the seed. I gave the best soil and manure to it, but the seed did not grow." Pingala held his head down and said, Pingala was holding his head down and said, "Forgive me, Your Highness. I tried my best to grow the seed. I gave the best soil and manure to it. I tried my best. I worked very hard to grow the seed. I gave the best soil and manure to it. I tried different soils. I gave the best manure, but the seed did not grow." A smile appeared on King's face. On hearing this, a smile appeared on King's face. When the king saw different types of flowers and well grown plants of other children, he is not at all happy. But now a smile appeared on his face. That means king became happy. What will be the reason? Now listen to the song. Oats, peas, beans and barley. Oats, peas, beans and barley grow. Oats, peas, beans and barley grow. Do you, I, or anyone know how oats, peas, beans and barley grow? First the farmer sows his seed, then he stands and takes his ease. He stamped his feet and clapped his hands and turned around to view his land. Oats, peas, beans and barley grow. Oats, peas, beans and barley grow. Walking with a partner, walking with a partner. Make a ring, oh, make a ring, oh, while we happily dance and sing. Then the farmer waters the ground, watch the sunshine all around. He stamped his feet and clapped his hands and turned around to view his land. Oats, peas, beans, and barley grow. Oats, peas, beans, and barley grow. Now we can go back to our lesson, The Prince. Look here, in this picture, we can see that the king holding Pingala close to him. So something happened. Now listen, what is that? The prince. He hugged Pingala and announced, "Here is a crown prince. I had given everyone roasted seeds, which would never grow. Only this boy is honest. I am sure one day he will rule this kingdom justly." The prince. He hugged Pingala. The king hugged Pingala. He took Pingala close to him and announced and said, "Here is a crown prince. Look here, I got the crown prince. This boy will be the next prince of Gandhara. I had given everyone roasted seeds. I gave to all the children roasted seeds that will never grow." So, the roasted seeds that will not grow, we are familiar with that. So, the king gave all the children roasted seeds which would never grow. Only this boy is honest. This boy, Pinkala, a poor farmer's son, he is honest. I am sure one day he will rule this kingdom justly. I am sure that this boy, who is innocent, who is always truthful, will rule this kingdom justly, like King Vidyadhara. At first, we saw that King Vidyadhara is a just and wise king. Like that, this boy, Pingala, will rule this kingdom, Gandhara, truthfully and wisely when he become the next king. Here, the innocence or the truthfulness of Pingala became successful. His innocence he made him the prince. Do you know a person who always held truth close to his mind, who is truthful throughout his life? Do you know a man? Now look here, we can see that man. Do you familiar with him? Who is he? Yes, the father of our nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. We call him as Mahatma Gandhi or Bapuji. He is a man who is always truthful in all his activities. He always held truth at his life mantra. Like him, or King Vidyadhara and Pingala were always truthful. Now listen, we can go to another activity. Now look, activity 3. Pingala's father was standing in front of his house. He saw the king's messengers riding towards him. "My God, what happened to my son?" he thought. One of the messengers said, "You were wanted in the palace." So complete the conversation between the messenger and Pingala's father. Once again, I will say, activity 3. Pingala's father was standing in front of his house. He saw king's messengers riding towards him. "Oh my God, what happened to my son?" he thought. One of the messengers said, "You are wanted in the palace." Complete the conversation between the messenger and Pingala's father. So you can complete the activity, and after that, another activity is there. The next one is activity 5. The following are the events taken from the story, The Seed of Truth. They are in a jumbled order. Rearrange the events in the correct order. First one, Pingala also got some seeds. Second one, He was very old and had no children. Third one, Pingala was unhappy, but he went to the palace. Fourth one, Vidyadhara was the king of Gandhara. Fifth one, Pingala sowed the seed, but it did not sprout. Sixth one, he decided to conduct a test for finding his successor. Seventh one, Pingala became the prince. Eighth one, the king said that he gave roasted seeds to everybody. Ninth one, the king distributed seeds to all the children. So you rearrange all the events and write it in your notebook. Here's a poem for you to read. Have you ever sown seeds? What are the things needed for the growth of a seed? Yes, water, air, sunlight, manure, soil, etc. So now look, here is a poem. A little seed for me to sow, a little earth to make it grow, a little hole, a little patch, a little wish, and that is that. A little sun, a little shower, a little while, and then a flower. Seeds. A little seed for me to sow, a little earth to make it grow, a little hole, a little pat, a little wish, and that is that. A little sun, a little shower, a little while, and then a flower. Once again, I will read. A little seed for me to sow, a little earth to make it grow, a little hole, a little pat, a little wish, and that is that. A little sun, a little shower, a little while, and then a flower. So, through the lines, we can read a little seed for me to sow. There is a little seed for me to sow, a little earth to make it grow, a little soil. Earth means here soil, a little soil, a small amount of soil needed for to grow, a little hole, a small hole, a little patch. After sowing it, we have to pat the soil, then a little wish, a small wish, and that is that. We just wish to make that seed grow. Then a little sun, a little sunlight needed for the seed to grow, a little shower, a small rain, a little while, and then a flower. We have to wait for some time, and then a flower. We will get a flower. So a small poem is there. Now we are going to another activity. Activity 7. Here is a beautiful picture, and there are some sentences given, and we have to fill according to the picture. So take a close look at that picture. Fill in the blanks, selecting the suitable word from the brackets below. So the sentences are there. It is a garden. There are flowers, different colors. Butterflies are around flowers. Pingala is the plants. There is tree at the corner of the garden. Two are sitting on a tree. A cat is playing the tree. There is a squirrel on the of the tree. So some words are also given. Branch, beautiful, watering, off, big, under, fluttering, birds. We have to select the correct word and fill the blanks. So here is an assignment for you. Honesty shop. Look at the picture. You can see an honesty shop. A shop is there and different items were there in that shop. like ball, bat, and several other items. So, in that shop, there is no salesman. You can take any items and put the money in the box. There is a cash box there. You can put money in that cash box and we can take anything from that shop. So, there are some questions related to that picture. What do you see in that picture? What all things do you see in the shop? Do you see a shopkeeper there? Can you buy things without a shopkeeper? Write a short description of the honesty shop. So, prepare a short description based on the honesty shop. This honesty shop is popular in some of the European countries. It is not practiced here. So, here ends today's class. Thank you for listening.